discovered that, according to our genetic structures, it might be Peter who was the clone, not me. That news pushed Peter Parker over the edge. Now he hated me with a passion. This is starting to sound like a bad comic book plot. It gets worse.
Sorry you guys, but it can't get much worse than this. Anyways, welcome back, true believers and all you spectacular Spidey fans, to another really interesting Spider-Man PS4 related video, and specifically another list of suits within Marvel's Spider-Man, going over my personal top 5 picks of the worst suits in the game. So in case you missed it, I did do a video going over the top 5 best suits within Spider-Man PS4, and now we are going to do the same thing for my personal picks of the worst suits within the game. And of course, once again, I have to remind you, this is an opinion, so if there are suits that you really love that are on this list, is just how I personally view the suit. And also, we are not going to put in the advanced suit or the classic suit, because those would just be cop-outs, since one is the default suit and the classic suit is just the classic suit that we know from classic Spider-Man, so it wouldn't really make sense to put that on this list. And this is purely based off the visual aesthetic of the suits, not their powers or anything like that, just how they look in the game. And we are going to start the list with the one that I think is the least worst to the one that I think is absolutely the worst suit in the game. So, number 5 on the list is the bulletproof Spider-Man suit. So, there's nothing really wrong with how this suit looks, but I feel similar to this suit how I feel with all the other suits in the game, similar to Big Time, similar to the Ends of Earth suit, the 2099 suit, and the Noir suit. All those suits look really well detailed within this game, but we've seen them in so many other Spider-Man games, and specifically, I feel like this suit in particular is a little bit redundant, because spoiler warning ahead, the final suit that you get in the game, the Anti-Ox suit, is pretty much Insomniac's version of the bulletproof suit. It's all black, it's armored, you have a giant yellow logo and yellow eyes, and actually it looks better than the bulletproof suit ever could, because it actually glows in the dark in a really cool way, and it looks amazing during the final boss fight. The bulletproof suit, while the power is really interesting of just being bulletproof, the suit itself, we've seen it so many times in so many other Spider-Man games, and unlike the Scarlet Spider, where Insomniac did put a lot of time and effort to make it more detailed and more textured than what we've seen in the past, the bulletproof suit just looks like how it does in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and it just looks as a very simple design that we've seen time and time again. And while there's nothing really wrong with it, it doesn't look awful, it's just that we already have another black and yellow suit in the game, and it's really strange that they decided to put that suit in the game if they were already going to put their own suit of the Anti-Ox suit within the final boss battle. So I feel like they could have switched this with another suit in the slot, but instead they just put the bulletproof suit and the Anti-Ox suit in the game, which are both very similar in design. Both are black, both are yellow, but I prefer the Anti-Ox suit way more than the bulletproof suit. It's not terrible, but I just wish that we could have got something different other than that suit. So that is my number 5 on the list. Number 4 for my worst suits in Spider-Man PS4 has to go to Battle Damaged. Again, it's the classic suit, but battle damaged. However, the thing is, one, it takes up a whole slot that you could have put in for another suit, and it was just a design choice that wasn't really implemented to the best of its abilities in the game. We mainly got this suit during the climax of the Kingpin boss fight, but I was thinking that the suit was going to become more damaged as the fight went on, but that's as damaged as it got, and for my personal opinion, it doesn't even look that damaged. You just see a few scratches on the front of the suit. The colors are clearly muted because of how the suit was dirtied during the fight, and it got more rubble and dirt and dust all over the costume than it was during the classic suit reveal during the opening cutscene, and the eyes themselves and the mask are perfectly fine. Battle damaged, in my opinion, is, spoiler alert again, during the final fight with Dr. Octopus. You see a whole lens is cracked, the other lens is super cracked, his mouth is showing, you see the insides of the costume because his other suit is underneath it, which I love how it looks like. That is battle damaged, in my opinion. This suit is barely even battle damaged, and I find it as a waste of a slot because there's the classic suit, there's the vintage comic book suit, and then there's the battle damaged suit, which in my opinion, it's barely battle damaged. It's just the classic suit with a bit of rips in it, and I don't know who would choose this over just wearing the fully repaired classic suit. In my opinion, it's not worth it. I don't think it even should be in the game. If it is in the game, it should be more damaged than what we see in the final fight with Fisk. It should be just as damaged, if not more damaged, than how the suit is at the final fight with Dr. Octopus. So that's number 4 on the list, is the battle damaged classic suit. Number 3 is Spirit Spider. So this is going to be probably a controversial one because I know that there are some people out there who do like the Spirit Spider costume, but in my opinion, this is just a waste of a space. I do really like the flames coming off of the head. That is a really unique design choice that Insomniac put in to that costume, but the thing is, it's barely even a costume, it's more like a skin for Peter, because you actually see individual toes coming off the Spirit Spider's feet. You see his crazy flesh kind of like tighten in his body, which is really kind of creepy looking, and also the skull. The cool thing is, when you're wearing another Spider-Man suit, the mouth is moving where he has his mask on and his lenses. The Spirit Spider with the skull, you would think the mouth might move a bit since it's a mouth of a skeleton, but no, it's just, it stays still, it doesn't move, it's stagnant, and also, the flames sometimes go off during cutscenes. I don't have any footage of that, but apparently some people have said that the flames of the Spirit Spider, they turn off during cutscenes. So you're just a weird white skeleton during cutscenes, which is a little bit creepy to look at, and it doesn't scream Spider-Man to me. Yes, you get the huge Spider logo on the front and the back, but really, I think they could have gone for more of a more Spider-Man-like suit, like maybe the Sensational Spider-Man or something like that, rather than the Spirit Spider. I like its power, but again, we're just going over the visual look of it. It does look cool with the flames, especially during the nighttime, but in my personal opinion, I do not wear this suit. I just buy it to get the trophy of getting all the suits, but I would never wear this suit just on my free choice. I don't like it that much. I do like how the flames are very well lit during really cool aspects and certain points in the nighttime. Other than that, though, that's about as detailed as the suit gets with the flaming skull, but other than that, I would not wear this suit. So, that was number 3 on the list. Number 2 is Fear itself. Fear itself is garbage. I'm sorry, some people in the Spidey Squad, we call it trash itself. We would only wear this suit during nighttime. All blue lit up lights, a chainmail type padding armor with this costume. The gauntlets do not match with the colors at all. It does not go well with the pattern that Insomniac have made for this costume. And another thing that gets on my nerves the most is the eyes. The eyes are just directly the advanced suit / classic suit eyes, just copy and pasted onto the Fear itself suit. And I get it because they want to have squinting eyes for this costume, but unlike the MCU suits with the Homecoming suit, with the Homemade suit, and the Infinity War suit, all those costumes have really cool detailed lenses that do squint during cutscenes in really cool ways. This, though, it's just the classic suit eyes copy and pasted onto this without any other extra detail. It does not match with the color palette of this costume, with the lit up neon blue / turquoise lights, with the metal gauntlets and the metallic chainmail armor kind of implemented within the costume. The logos are really odd too. I don't like the shapes of the front or the back logo, and I don't know, I just would only wear this suit during nighttime. It does look really cool during the nighttime, just like Spirit Spider does, but in my opinion, this is a Spider-Man suit that does not showcase how cool Spider-Man's costumes are in the comics. It is really interesting to wear during nighttime. Other than that, I would never wear this costume. Same thing with Spirit Spider. I just do not like how this is indeed a more Spider-Man-like costume, more so than Spirit Spider, but the patterning on it, it just does not match at all in my opinion, and this is one of my least favorite costumes in the game. But with that out of the way, we are going into my final pick for the very worst suit in the game, and if you see in the thumbnail, you already know where I'm going, is the Undie Suit. Of course, I mean, what's there to say? I mean, when I beat the game, I got this suit, and I did not know that I just so happened to 100% the game with getting this costume. The thing that people actually mention is that this isn't only a suit that you get after you beat the game, this is when you get 100% completion out of everything in Spider-Man PS4, and you're awarded with the Undie Suit. Now again, we already have the ESU costume, which in my opinion is way better than the Undie Suit, and the fact that this is what you get when you do everything in the game is a little bit ridiculous. I mean, it's a fun gag during that mission with Scorpion. You see Spider-Man, he's half naked pretty much. He just has his underwear on and his mask. And I love the detail that Peter says, I don't want people to see my 3 chest hairs when I'm swinging around the city when he has his battle damage suit. He actually does have literally 3 small chest hairs popping out of his chest if you go into photo mode and you look closely at the suit. That is really funny. But in my opinion, if you already have the ESU suit, what's the point of wearing the almost naked Spider-Man suit unless you just like seeing Spider-Man look that way? In my opinion, I think more of the insult is that you get everything done in the game and you're rewarded with this. The coolest thing about Ultimate Spider-Man is that when you got everything done in that game, you got the black suit. And you felt so rewarded when you got the black suit in Ultimate Spider-Man after doing everything in the city, from the side missions, races, combat tours, all that. And then you get the black suit in Ultimate Spider-Man, which is fantastic. Here, it's obvious that they're saving the black suit for the sequel, but as a 100% completed award, you get the Undie Suit. It could be a funny gag, but in my opinion, I don't like it. If we already have the ESU suit, the classic suit, the advanced suit, all these really cool looking Spider-Man suits, and then you just run around as half-naked Spider-Man. I get it, it's a funny gimmick, but in my opinion, getting it as 100% completion is not a good reward, and I would never wear this suit. If I had to choose between the ESU suit or this suit, I would obviously choose the ESU suit. But this suit in general, it's funny to look at as a fun gag one time, and then that's it. I would not wear this during free roam at all. But anyways, guys, those are my top 5 picks for my top 5 least favorite / worst suits within Marvel's Spider-Man, aka Spider-Man PS4. Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. Which suits do you hate the most within the game? Is it on my list that I just described, or do you actually like some of the suits that I listed on my list? And please let me know your personal top 5 worst picks of the suits within Spider-Man PS4. I would love to hear your thoughts, and please let me know what you think of my list in the comment section down below. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Stay spectacular, Spidey fans. Peace out.
You all share my life? And my spider powers? Well, not quite all of us. I don't have your life or your powers. So who are you then? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Let's just say I'm here to help.